Digital Karmi. So in this video we are going to talk about how can you create your professional email ID. So what we mean by professional email ID is something like abc@yourdomain.com or xyz@yourdomain.com. So I've seen people struggling with it. They don't have their own professional email IDs because one, people feel that they have to spend money to get the professional email ID, and that's how most of the service providers are showcasing that you got to pay some money to get the email subscription or the email IDs which you want to have as a professional email ID. So for example, Bluehost has got some pricing. You can see here for their domain name email address the pricing is uh, almost 499 rupees per license per month. So if you are having 5 people in your team, then it comes out to be more than 2100 rupees for the license. And when you go for the business pro, the price goes a little up. It becomes 799 rupees as well. But yes, you will get a lot of different options here, like 50 GB email storage, 1 TB, OneDrive. It will be integrated with Microsoft Teams, and there are host of other benefits. When you go to uh, GoDaddy, you can see they as well have their email subscription option available, and it's somewhere around 299 or 199. I'll have to check where is it. Uh, so so let me just search on Google. One second. Email GoDaddy. So so here you can see though the pricing is starting only at 29 rupees per user per month, but the team subscription is for 49 rupees per user per month. And again, when you look at the yearly subscription, it will come out to be more than 2000 rupees or so. So yeah, so most of the service providers are having option, but you got to shell out some money to get that. But there is an option wherein you can have the professional email ID, and that will not cost you anything at all. And in this video, we are going to talk about that. So let's go ahead and do that. So first of all, you have to go to Zoho Mail, zoho.com/mail. Once you land on this page, you will see that there is an option here called Get Started with Ad Free Email, and the options are business email and personal email. Of course, you want to go ahead with business email. Click on Sign Up for Free. When you click on this option, first of all, they will show you all the options which are available, like 59 rupees, 199 and 99. And somehow the free subscription is hidden, so you got to scroll down a little. And what you can see over here is that there is a forever free plan, and this free plan has got host of other benefits, like it is available for 5 users. For every user there will be 5 GB space available. It means that in total you will have 25 GB space. You can also send out emails having attachment which are like 25 MB or more. So let's go ahead and then use this option. Click on sign up now. So, so the first thing it will ask you that you have to provide your own domain. Of course, the prerequisite to have your professional email ID is that you have to have your own domain. I assume that you've already bought it. If not, then again either you can go to GoDaddy or Namecheap or even Bluehost. There are multiple service providers. So I already have my own domain, so I'm just going to write that. So this is my domain. I will add that domain. Now here it will ask you to fill out certain details. Go ahead and then fill it out. Make sure that you are entering the correct phone number, because if that is not the case, then you will not be able to receive the verification code which they are going to send you. So that's very important. and you can select whichever country you reside in, and then you have to provide one email ID on which they will be sending you certain details in case you forgot your password and stuff like that. So it's more of a back email ID. So let me provide one email ID. Once you have done that, agree to the terms and condition, go ahead and click on proceed. Then it'll also again confirm, ask you for a confirmation, and go ahead and click on the sign up button. Once that is done, then you will get a verification code. You got to enter that verification code. Sometimes it will take a little time to get it, but see, I've received my verification code, so I'll enter this now. So once your verification of phone number is done, then it will take you to the next step. So this was the domain which I had entered. Now what you need to do is that you have to select the domain service provider here. Say uh, which way you want to do it. Say you want to do one-click verification or manual verification. You can, once you choose manual verification, it will tell you to choose this option. If uh, if you choose one-click verification, then uh, this is more like an automatic option. So let's go ahead with manual right now. We can try the one-click option later. So manual verification, I'm choosing my service provider, which is GoDaddy. Now it is giving me certain details which I need to fill there. So now what I need to do is I need to go to my service provider, which is GoDaddy, and log in into the account. So let me just log in into my account here. So once I log in into my account, I have to go to manage my DNS. So go there. Now the process is pretty simple. What you need to do is there are various details given over here. All you need to do is you have to click on add. You have to click on txt because this is what you had selected over here when you were setting it up. So this is what it's saying, txt record you want to update. You use at the rate, that means that for the entire domain, that's the kind of verification you want to do. You will add at the rate here. So I just sort of copied everything, so let me just delete that. And the txt value whichever is given over here, you just need to copy this and paste it over here. Come back, just paste the value, and maybe just say half an hour and then say save, and that's it, that's done. Once that is done, come here and click on verify by text. So it will take time because you saw here that here I had selected when I was doing this, half an hour is that time, which is the maximum time to reflect this record over here. Sometimes it happens a little faster. We should wait for a moment or so, otherwise I'll come back whenever it is ready. I I just took a break. So as I was mentioning last time around, that you have to uh, update this txt field in your domain service provider, which I had already done last time around. Now let me just try to verify the text again. Alright, so now it's saying that congratulations, your domain has now been verified. Now you want to create uh, the admin account. So right now it's just saying that admin at the rate janranashine.com will get created. So either you can change it or you can keep it the same. So I'm going to keep it like admin. You can keep it hello, info, anything, but let me just keep it as admin only. So now I've created that account. Now it's asking me to add new users. So The domain is verified. You can add new users. As I mentioned last time around, you can add up to 5 new users. So let me just create one user here, and let me call it. So it will take first name dot last name at zenonashine.com. You can keep a password for that user. So I'll keep some password here right now. Mm, so you can also do this, that after the user logs in, she can change the password. So now this is going to be done. So there is one user which is already created. I had created this user, you can see here. Now going back to the setup again, you can, in this way you can create up to 5 users. You can also create a group. So as I was mentioning you the last time around, that creating a group is a good way to make sure that all your emails are coming to all the users who are part of that group. So you can as well create a group. So let me just go ahead and create a group also. So let me call it, let me call it um, say developers, or rather let me call it support. Right, this group is a support group, and then name of the group will be support@zenonashine.com. Moderator, you can create a moderator, but you can add a member. So as last time around we had created only one uh, group member, so that you can add, you can as well add another uh, admin who was part of it. So now this group is a support group. Just call it a support group. Create this group. Now what will happen? Anyone who is sending mail to support, these two people will start receiving the email as well. So that was the group creation. In this way, you can create up to 5 groups. You can create a support group, you can create a careers group, you can create developers account, and so on and so forth. So that was one more step. Now configure your email delivery. This is very important step. You can read about what is MX record, but MX record you got to update in your domain service provider again. And same way, in certain domain services, this is a separate one. In GoDaddy, it will be very simple to do. Let me just go ahead and do that. So here, go ahead, select MX record. I selected at the rate there, and then here as you can see the first one is mx at mx.zoho.in. Create mx.zoho.in. Priority, you can see that priority is 10. You can again come back and create the priority, save it. Similarly for other two rows as well, you have to do, you select another mx, again another at the rate, then you can see that the second line is mx2.zoho.in. You use that mx2.zoho.in. Priority is 20. You create that 20. Same way, third one as well, mx3.zoho.in you have to create, and that priority is 50. So you select again mx, create the rate, do this 50, and see. Again, you are done here. So now you can go to the next step. You can again go through whoever be your domain service provider, and they will actually explain you. If there is a different domain service provider, you will see the steps here, but as you can see we have already done that. So let's proceed further. So the last step is this, that SPF and DKIM is something which is very important. Again, I don't have much time to explain what is sender policy framework and what is SPF record or DKIM signature. But these are very important if you want to land your emails to the inbox and not into the basically spam folder. So again, just create another txt record for SPF. So let me just go ahead and then um, create the txt at the rate, put this value, sorry, copy this value from here, vspf go.in at all, and reduce to half an hour. It will take some time, but that's fine. Now for you can proceed to configure DKIM as well. These steps are optional in a way, but I mean, I suggest you do it if you want to make sure that if you're trying to send some emails from here, then it will take some time. You can come back to it later as well. So let's go further back to setup. Um, say um, this part you can just skip for the time being, and I think you are done. So proceed to access your mail. Uh, so as you can see that this is the first one which has been created. Now you can see that there are two emails which have come from here. Now I can as well start sending out emails. So let me just try to log in into my account and see that if I can just send out an email. Gmail account. Now I'm gonna send an email to the newly created account. Let's see whether the email is landing there. Uh, Sent out an email. Sure. So I've received an email from this email ID. I can as well respond to it. So you're all set up over here. Um, Surely, I received an email from this email ID as well. So with this, your setup is done. What you can do is now going forward, you just have to use mail.zoho.in to come to the screen. For example, when you come to this screen, or let me just try to close this window or log out from here. So just sign out and so yeah, so let's go to mail.soho.com and come here. You'll find login button over here. It'll ask you to enter your email, which will be this, and whatever be the password you have set it up last time. Maybe. So it'll ask you to do double authentication, which is good for you, but right now I'm just gonna skip it. So yeah, so now see, you are able to log into the screen back again, and now your account is set up. All that you got to do is now you have to make use of your own domain email ID to send out emails. So that's it from me. If you have any questions, please do comment in the section below, and I'll be happy to answer your question. Thank you so much.